We just reached 1,000 downloads on Her Online Business podcast. This is a new milestone, and I want to thank you for your support because it means a lot. I'm creating all this content to inspire you to build the business of your dreams, and so the fact that you follow me on my journey and that you find my content valuable means everything, and that's why I keep going. So usually when we are building our businesses, we have certain milestones that we want to reach. And one of them is reaching this famous 1,000. So 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers. This number, 1,000, seems usually out of reach. And so once we reach this milestone, we kind of have this confidence that what we are doing is working. So I thought to myself, what is the next milestone that I want to reach when it comes to my content? And for me, it would be to reach 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So today I've decided to share with you my strategy to go from 0 subscribers to 1,000 on my YouTube channel. So if that interests you, keep watching. Hi, and welcome to this new episode of Her Online Business Podcast, the podcast for ambitious expat girl bosses and digital nomads. I am Adama, your host, and my mission is to help you build a business that serves your life and not the other way around, have more freedom, work smarter while making a positive impact. So I will share with you the different things that I'm putting in place in order to grow my YouTube channel. There is no particular order, as I think that all these things are important and have a specific role to play in my strategy. And I think that if you want to embark in the same journey and start your own YouTube channel, this will help you. So let's start with the first thing that I'm doing to grow my YouTube channel, which is to find topics that my target audience is searching for. And this is crucial because if you want to grow your YouTube channel, and as a matter of fact, any social media fast, you have to give people what they want. And so I understand that sometimes as creative entrepreneurs, we want to create content that brings us joy, that we feel very passionate about. But if you know that you are not only doing it for yourself, then you have to meet people where they are at. Meaning that you cannot only talk about things that you personally like. Also because you are already advanced in your expertise, and so most of the time your audience isn't even aware of the issues and challenges that they may be facing and how you could provide them with a solution. That's why you have to start with the basics and make sure that the content that you are creating is actually something that they are searching for and that they need help with. This is the way to go if you want to make sure that you can sign clients. Another reason why you want to do that is that you want your videos to be searchable. Because since you are starting from scratch, you have to use the algorithm in your favor. So if you create content that people are searching for and it's deemed valuable by the algorithm, then it will also rank on YouTube, and that's how you will have more people discovering your videos. The second thing that I'm implementing in my strategy is posting 2 videos a week. As you know, I'm posting this podcast every Wednesday, and I'm also posting tea talks every Thursday. And it's not only about the quantity. I agree that the more you produce content, the more likely you are to grow fast. But there are many other reasons why you want to keep a weekly schedule that is consistent. First of all, you will build this muscle of being consistent with your content and creating a rendezvous for your audience so that they know that they can find a new video from you every week at the same time. And so that will give people an incentive to subscribe to your YouTube channel and come back to watch your content. Another reason why I've decided to do that is that I want to build this muscle of being more comfortable on camera. And the only way to do that is to film yourself as much as possible. Because the first few times you will sit in front of a camera to record yourself, it will feel very unnatural. And so the more you do it, the more comfortable you become and the more confident you will become as well. Also, the way you will communicate will be more fluid, more natural for your audience. Your energy level will be higher as well, and that will give people the motivation to watch your entire video. So make sure you have a weekly schedule. I believe that you should post at least once a week if you want to build that muscle, because if you post only once a month, it's basically only 12 times a year, and it will not help you build this momentum fast enough. And the other reason why I've decided to post two types of videos on my YouTube channel is that for me, my podcast is a way to give some tips, showcase my expertise, and actually help my audience with some practical content marketing and business tips. And so this is for me a way to actually talk to people who are already working on their content strategy. They want to start showing up for their business. And so they are already in this stage of, okay, I know that I need to work on some things regarding my strategy. And so that's why I'm listening to the podcast to get better, right? And then my other videos, the Tea Talks, are videos where I get more comfortable. They are less scripted. It allows my audience to get to know me on a more personal level. They get to see who is the person behind the business. And I can also share some more vulnerable moments and all the ups and downs of having and building a business. And so these videos aim at building some more human connection with my target audience. So I would advise you as well, if you are not sure which type of video you want to create, to try at least two different types to see what you are more comfortable with, but also to see what your target audience like the most so that you can produce more of those. Now on to the next things that I'm doing in my strategy to grow from 0 to 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel is that I'm using SEO. There are two main tools that help you have better SEO on your videos, which are TubeBuddy and vidIQ. These two tools help you find keywords and tags that you can rank for. They give you their popularity, how many videos are using these tags, and also the best ranking videos using these tags. And so this is really useful for you to understand what is already working on YouTube so that you can replicate that and adapt it to your own business and personality. So if you want to grow your YouTube channel, you definitely have to do it strategically because after all, YouTube is a search engine, right? And so using SEO tactics until you have a big enough audience is mandatory. Once you have a big enough audience that is really engaged, you won't have to pay that much attention to the SEO because your subscribers will get the notifications when your videos are out and they will watch them and interact with them. But since you are starting from zero, you have to put all chances on your side to grow as fast as possible. The next thing that I'm doing in order to grow my YouTube channel is that I'm consistently working on my thumbnails and trying different things to see which one perform the best. Now, thumbnails are an important part of your strategy on YouTube, but it is hard sometimes to assess which part of the success of a video is due to your thumbnails and which part is due to the other tactics that you are using. Nonetheless, there are certain things that you should avoid doing on your thumbnails, such as having too much text or putting colors which don't go well together and makes everything hard to see. So your first thumbnails won't be perfect, and that's why you have to take some inspirations from the videos that you see on YouTube already. If you find thumbnails that are inspiring and that you could adapt to your branding, then definitely use them as inspiration so that you don't have to figure out from scratch how to create a thumbnail. You have millions of videos on YouTube, which basically provide you some data already on what is working and what is not. So make use of that. Another thing that I'm implementing in order to grow my YouTube channel is to use cross promotion, which means that I promote my videos on all my social media platforms, which are LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, and even Pinterest. And so that way, I make sure that I talk about my videos everywhere so that I can possibly get more traffic from different sources. You don't want to rely only on YouTube in order for people to discover your content. If you have already built an audience somewhere else, if you already have built a newsletter, then definitely promote your videos as soon as they go out. Tell people, hey, my new video is out, and put the link so that it's easy for them to watch, and they will likely watch it right away if they are interested. And so that will also boost your videos. When your videos are watched as soon as they are out, it tells the algorithm that people are actually interested and that they are looking forward to them. And so in order for you to avoid being drained and burned out, you have to find a way to make it efficient. So try to automate as many things as possible. There are some different tools that you can use to automate publications. For example, like you can post on Instagram and on Facebook at the same time, When you cut a short clip from your video, you can post it as a TikTok, as a Reel, and as a YouTube short. So it's already posted on 3 different platforms. Another thing regarding my podcast is that the platform that I use to host it allows you to share it on LinkedIn, Twitter, on WordPress if you are hosting your website on WordPress as well, and also on YouTube if you wanted to generate simple videos with only the audio format, it can also do that. So you have to invest also in at least one tool that allows you to cross-promote your content on different social media platforms. And this should be done automatically every week so that you don't have to do it manually. The only thing that I have to do manually is creating the short clips from my videos that I promote as Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. And I now have a virtual assistant that helps me do that. Now on to the next thing that I do to grow my YouTube channel, which is watching my analytics. So when you will start, you will not have a lot of data. And so that's why the more videos you produce, the more data you will get, right? So then you can go into your analytics to see which videos are performing the best, which one have the highest watch time, and which one allowed you to gain more subscribers. And so doing that will allow you to adjust your strategy accordingly because you don't want to create content blindly. You want to always be mindful and smart about it. Because it takes a lot of time, especially when it comes to video content. It's a lot of work. It's some investment regarding lighting and your camera, for example. And so it's important that you don't do all of that for nothing, right? And your analytics will help you make sure that you are on the right path. And remember that one of your most important metric is your watch time, because that tells you how long in average people stay on your video. If they exit your video as soon as they click on it, it means that they didn't find the content valuable, right? So that's why this metric is one of the most important. It's not the number of subscribers, it's not even the number of views. And so doing all of that, my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers who look like my ideal client. I don't care about gaining a huge following of people who don't care about my content. And so that's why the most important thing you can do for yourself is focusing on the quality of your content, focusing on connecting with your ideal client. It's always better to have 1,000 people who actually need your help, need your services, and enjoy your content and like you and your personality, rather than having 10,000 random people who will not engage with you. So this is something you have to keep in mind whenever you set yourself a new milestone that you want to reach in your business. I also want to share with you 2 things that I'm not doing in order to grow my YouTube channel. Number 1, I'm not using promo codes and likes for likes strategies. There are different communities, usually on Facebook, where you can actually post your content and tell people like my content, I will like yours, and so on. These are called promo pods. And the reason why you don't want to do that is that it may feel good to have some likes on your videos and people just clicking on the video so that it gets some views, but it is actually very damageable for your videos. The reason is that these people are not actually in your target audience. So therefore, they might like your videos, but they will not watch it. So as we said before, the watch time is super important. So if they just click on the video, they like it, but then they exit right away, it tells YouTube algorithm that your videos are not valuable. So it will actually damage your video ranking on the long run. You only want to promote videos on your social media platform where you know that your ideal client is hanging out, but basically doing the like for like and follow for follow isn't working for any social media that you have actually. So you should always avoid these strategies. I think they serve more as ego boosters instead of actual growth strategies. The other thing that I'm not going to focus on is focusing on the number of followers that I get every day and on the number of views. I know that I told you that my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, but it doesn't mean that I will go on my videos and watch every single time how many followers I got from one video. Because it takes time for you to build the momentum. And you might start from 0 and gaining 500, 1,000 and more followers in one day, but that's because you build the momentum, right? You won't have a consistent number of followers that you will get on each single videos that you will produce, and you have to be aware of that. That's why you should not focus on that number whenever you post your content, and you should not focus on the number of views that you are getting, because as we said before, the watch time is more important than the number of views. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to also document this journey for myself in order to be able to come back to this video and give you an update and tell you what has worked for me, what didn't work. So that way we can all learn from that. And so, yes, I'm super excited about the next milestones in my business and in my content. Thank you again for being faithful to this podcast. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for you, so I'm very grateful. So this is all I wanted to share with you today regarding my strategy to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. If you found this episode useful, give me a thumbs up and share it with another entrepreneur who might find it useful as well. I will see you next week. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.